Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and I've tried to record this intro 4 times, but as badly as this time might go, I still must proceed because I need to talk about a very bad bug in Factorio. This malfunctionality has been giving me, I think it's the source of this anxiety I've been feeling over the past few days. That it's not the kind of like worry, it's like the kind that makes your heart race and you can't get to sleep at night and it just eats at you and it feels like a knot in your chest and it's horrible. So, need to tell you about it. And this is for the developers. Our wonderful godlike developers at Wube, who I absolutely love. But I don't love one of the changes you made to this game, and we need to address that. So, I'm going to be very specific in what I say. This is not a random rant. This is very, very specific because I've tested solutions, and the problem is trains. My favorite thing in the game has gotten worse and bad and stuff. Now, I have been trying to do a very specific thing, which is have a schedule and then have different stations. Very important to have different stations because I have seen solutions where you can use one station with interrupts and that works, but that isn't what is efficient. Okay. Now I have consulted with people in my Discord who are full of programmers, Factorio experts of many thousands of hours. I have searched on Google. I have found post after post on the forums and Reddit asking for this feature, only to be told it's impossible. I have tested, we have tried many things, and it is, in fact, impossible with the current tools. Now, some people will say, oh, KOS, this changed to trains. Oh, that's not a bug. That was intentional. And I'm going to tell you how that cannot possibly be so in a couple minutes when we get to the end of this. But at first, I want to present to you my trials, my evidence, and why I think this change is very poor. So the ability to skip stations when they're closed was removed from the game. And at the party, the Factorio party where a lot of people got access to the game, we were told, but interrupts can solve all your problems. No worries, interrupts will solve everything. And isn't this great? Well, interrupts are a good addition to the game. I don't hate interrupts as a concept. I think that they are limitedly useful. I think that some of the things that interrupts do are bells and whistles, that they're not actually useful. And I'll get more into that in a bit. The primary one people will use is like interrupt for fuel stop. You know, train gets low on fuel, send it to a centralized fuel station. And then there's others, and that's one of them that I find bells and whistles. Oh yeah, it can analyze your cargo and send it to a station that accepts that cargo. And that's not actually functional in a real factory, because in a real factory, you will always have trains running all the time. You're not going to say, oh yeah, I need copper now, but I'll need iron later. No, you're going to have 10 iron trains and 10 copper trains running 100% of the time. So that's cute, but it's not actually useful. One of the things I don't understand is why the functionality of skipping stations was removed, and interrupts added. But why was something removed? I'm okay with them being added. That's great. Yeah, let's use them. It's cool. But why was the skipping stations removed? So I wanted to illustrate this point for you and how things don't work. So what I have is a four stop situation here with the circle of track, just to illustrate to you. Now, train station 2 is closed, and it doesn't matter how you close it. You can close it with a circuit, which is what I've done. Or you can do a train limit 0. It does not matter what you do to close it. As long as it's closed, the train just falls asleep. So I have actually added an interrupt here to get past that. Okay, so train stop 2 is closed. And I'll show you how this works. So the interrupt is if Destination full or no path. Basically, if train stop closed, go to 3. Because I know that 2 is closed, then we can go to 3. Okay, so if we say go to 1, then it's trying to go to 2. No, we're using the interrupt to go to 3. Does it skip 2? No. Does it move on from 3? No. The train goes to sleep like a sleeping beauty with blue triangles over its head and many Z's. So basically, even if you use an interrupt to try to skip a closed station, it doesn't actually work because it will never skip anything on the schedule. So this does not function. Interrupts do not work for this. The main problem is when I've been trying to program my building train. And you can say, but KOS, what you can do is do building train and then go to any building station. Well, there are reasons you would want to have more than one building station. Maybe I want them to go to a mine and maybe a manufacturing place, because a building train carries many supplies and the mine is not going to have assembling machines. So yeah, why not have 2 different stations on its travels? You know, that's saving fuel, saving time, most importantly, grabbing stuff from the factory, which is making tons of items, and then delivering them to places that are far flung. I mean, I love rail worlds. I love going farther to get materials and all of that kind of stuff. And it's inefficient if it just goes from base to thing, base to thing, base to thing. In this situation where we have 3 different mining stations, this was about priority. And we can actually sort of solve the problem of priority as long as the train is equipped well enough. And I had to, there were a couple of changes I made just for everyone watching the series. I had to add efficiency modules to this train. And what we figured out in Discord is we could go to just say using, and this is another thing that makes absolutely no freaking sense to me, is having a schedule that's like this. Go to base building train and have an interrupt to go to ore building, and you have to do ore building is not full and not at ore building. And then you can do 5 seconds of inactivity instead of actually making a normal schedule. Why do we have to do this bullshit? It's terrible. It's just not good. But anyway, it's and that's how we've been trying to make these kinds of schedules. But I want to show you a way to sort of do this. Let's send this to the ore building station, which is over there. But it's not going there. I don't know why it's not going there. Maybe we need to do this. Huh. It's not wanting to go there. Okay, building or whatever, not a building. Anyway, I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to mess up this intro because, like I said, it's been happening many, many times. So let's get to the... So also, one of the things that is extremely annoying about this way of doing a schedule, and there is a way that it works. I don't know why it's working at this not working at the moment, but it does work in some way. We'll get to that in a bit. But anyway, for the purpose of having a concise message to the developers, this is not a schedule. This doesn't make sense. In the real world, and the reason I'm saying this is for all of the Factorio newbies in the room, in the community. I have been educating and trying to help people with this game for about almost a quarter of my entire lifetime. That's a very long time. Because I'm passionate about this game, because I love it. And one of the things I'm also very passionate about is helping people love the game because it is so rewarding. But to love the game, they need to be able to play it. And I find this interrupt bullshit to be... and I say bullshit because this is like the only way to do this effect. Because you can't skip stations, you have to have these interrupts. This is not logical. Nobody's going to be able to figure this out. You know, I don't, like, normal people will see, Let me look at the train station schedule for my local train. Oh, it goes from stop to stop to stop, and that's logical. That makes sense. And in the real world, when a station is closed, maybe there's an emergency, maybe there's track work, maybe they cannot get to that station. So it closes and it skips over. That is normal, and that is logical, and it doesn't require a great mental leap to do one of the most fundamental functions of this game, which is the mass delivery of goods with trains. Okay, that is a really important thing to be able to do. And not being able to skip stations because they're closed is it's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense. So for the love of all the noobs, I urge you, please, to make this more logical and more user-friendly, more intuitive. Because having a single station and then an interrupt just doesn't even make sense, you know? It just doesn't make sense. Now, back to the idea of, is it a bug or not a bug? Now, I would make the argument that our esteemed programmers, godlike deities, right, at Wube, the wonderful people that I met at the party, the dedicated professionals who love this game. I even got to see the Holy Book Factorio. I saw the source code. It was an experience. But anyway, these people are great. And they have continuously, over the years, provided us bug fix after bug fix after bug fix, to the end that the game has never gotten worse. It has always gotten better. And I believe that that is a core tenet of the company. I mean, it's obvious. It has to be. The game has never, ever gotten worse. And I believe that the programmers and people who work at Wube, and even Kovarex himself, wants to make the game better. And this change to trains has not made the game better. It has made it objectively worse. Not only is it less user-friendly, it is illogical, anti-logical, you might even say. This whole thing of adding a station via an interrupt with all of these stupid conditions, instead of shift-clicking it and choosing a condition, we have to add this and this and this and this and this and all of these things. This is not easy. And it's not fun. It's not even fun. You know, it's just tedious and annoying. And so the inability to skip stations is also not good. It's not fun. It's not logical. And it doesn't, it doesn't even come close to real life. Real life is much better than this. And usually games are the epitome of betterness. So devs, please fix this. Please fix it. Please. I ask you with all my heart, please relieve my anxiety. Please relieve everyone's anxiety. Check out the forum posts. Search topic of how do I get a train to skip stations. I have found numerous Factorio forums and Reddit posts about this. People are angry. They are frustrated. They need this functionality. Don't remove interrupts. Interrupts are fine. They provide more possibilities. They are cool circuit condition things to play with. But at the moment, this problem that I'm talking about, the non-skipping of stations, is not solvable by an interrupt, as you have seen. There is no interrupt that says, if station closed, skip it. And if that's how you want to do it, maybe that's how you do it. But either add many more constructions to the interrupt conditions, as in if station closed, skip to next station, not go to a specific station, just go to next, but I would love if you could just, if station closed, then go to the next one, because there was no reason to remove that, none at all, that I know about. I mean, maybe there's a programming reason, but I highly suggest that you revisit that because it is causing a lot of people frustration and things don't work very well anymore. So Anyway, that's the end of that rent, and now I will start on the actual playthrough. All right, I spent a half a second trying to figure out what was going on, and it ended up that the destination stop was full, so that's why it wouldn't go. So we're going to go back to try to fix this situation. So one of the reasons that I like to have different things is not only to take materials from one place to another in the same run without going back to the base every single time, but also to have a priority of sorts. And actually, let's put this into manual mode. And let's put in a radar over here. I keep noticing this that needs to be fixed. We're also going to do some other housekeeping things in the factory and things that I forgot to tell you about. A couple of people have reminded me of certain things, and I want to make sure that I tell you because they're kind of, beginner things, and it's worth certainly going over. But first, let's fix these train stations. One thing, though, that I want to do is before we fix the train station, let's put it in manual mode first. We'll fix it in a second. But I want to build a production line of... Did we get elevated rails yet? I don't even know if we have them. We have them! Wow! All right, so I want to build a production line for elevated rails. I just need to figure out how to make them. Okay, so we need steel and refined concrete. All right, we don't have any refined concrete, so that is now a new problem to solve. I think we can just put them over here. That seems okay. Oh, recycling. Okay, good. Yes, good. All right, that's good. Oh, God. Somebody suggested I put night vision. I will try to remember to do that. Can I make some right now? I probably don't have enough materials. Nah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to request one night vision goggles. Actually, I don't know if I have those. I don't think I do. I don't think I have them made. We can look. Night. No. Okay, that's a no. That's a no. All right. Well, since this is dark right now, let's just fix this circuit condition. All right, so I tried various things, so I'm going to delete this so that I can do a different thing here. I was trying various things, including sending signals all over the map, but the thing we figured out to do is we are going to take the wire which is connected to this thing, right? So it's receiving a signal of all of these items, right? And what we want to do... Oh. No, that's not going to work either. No! The thing that we figured out is... Let's see. If we do an everything... Output all input signals. Yeah, all right. So, unfortunately, we need a decider combinator. We don't, well, not a decider. We need an arithmetic because we want to manipulate the signal. So our initial thing, and now I don't know why we didn't think about this, but we didn't. The thing is that we're going to try to assign a priority. You can make this priority on the train station. It looks like from 90 to 10, okay? It's like, so what we're going to do is we're going to set priority. So priority, we'll see what happens here. But initially, our idea was add up all the stuff and then divide it by like 10 or something, because the amount of stuff can be in the hundreds. You know, for a brand new mine... Let's see, down here, oh, it's not going to give us, well, actually, not this one. Maybe, well, this one is still missing stuff, a lot of stuff. Oh, this one is busy. Oh, boy. Okay, go away. This one wants many things, so a few hundred items at the very least. Also, we should, like, try to get these built because we need... Did I not do this last time? I swear I did this last time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll just get it sorted. Anyway, so So basically, the stations that need the most items are going to be at the top of the list, the priority list, right? Though, even if the number is negative, it's going to still be on the list, I think. But, so mines that need the most expensive items, and this is traditionally a problem when you have, like, things that are needing, like, level 3 modules, not necessarily level 1s, but level 3s are very expensive. They take a long time to make. And so they're often the last item to get delivered. So what we're going to do is we're going to take... I don't want each. Each divided by 10. Let's just try this and see what it gives us. Output P, I guess, right? So P is -7. Because we have too many logistics robots in the system. I see. Well, I guess that's okay. Because anything that has more items is going to have a higher priority than that, which is all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And then we know the condition set priority. Okay. So let's go to the next station. And we're just going to change out all of the building train combinators. I'll just park the train like right here. Okay, that's fine. So take this one off. Also, I do want to get... we probably can fix this road here. Not that it matters anymore, because now with this new schedule, it's going to go base, thing, base, thing, base, thing, base, like a ping pong ball. And it's like Pong. Devs, please fix this situation. Please, I beg you. I really would like this. Everybody would like this. This is not just me. This is me asking on behalf of everyone. I don't think there's anyone who would not want that functionality. And again, I'm not suggesting removing interrupts. I'm not saying they're a bad thing in any way. I'm just saying you removed a thing and didn't give us a way to fix it. Oh God, the sun is coming in my window. I'm going to wear my train hat for actual real. Not that it helps because, oh God. My engineer hat didn't fit over my headset, so I had to go get my sun hat. Okay, so at the building train station, we're going to remove this one. That was another experiment. And put in another one. This is our... and we need to remove this connection as well. So input comes from the power pole, output goes to the station, change the station to set priority. Okay, easy peasy. And I guess, oh, you know what we should do? We should actually just copy the station, the whole thing. Okay, I'll do that instead, because we want to copy the station name and make it the same altogether. So now I'm going to copy the pole. These should all be identical, so I'm going to just copy this. And remove this again. Control V. Okay, there we go. Aha, there we go. Okay, so that works fine. Let's go to the next station. We're just kind of retrofitting all of these stations. I don't think that most of these have a the arithmetic combinator in stock. That's why we have to go personally. Otherwise, we could tell the bots to take it there. But this is going to be a good stop as well because we can unload a lot of stuff here. Put it on manual. Whoops. Wait, hold on. Oh, is it stopped? It is sort of stopped. Go there. Aha. Okay. So let's get out and again wrangle this around. Yes. We don't actually need that power pole. So I can remove that over here. That power pole was for the radar that I was trying to beam stuff across the world with, and that ended up not being needed. Because now you can beam signals with radar, which is kind of cool. Also, one thing that we don't need is we don't need radars in any of these places because the roboports now act as a radar. So we can actually harvest our radars back and we don't need them. I find that kind of an interesting thing. I also need to change my my solar thing. This is actually Avon's solar array, but I have a radar in the middle because of yeah, well, we can remove those now and replace it with just a solar panel. Okay, let's go to the next station. Building station, this one, please. Basically place the same thing down. I can do it this way. Oh, apparently not. Manual mode, thank you. Control V. Okay, there we go. Don't know why that was being pesky there. Anyway, so I'm going to take off the L. That was another experiment. So there we go. We're going to get this going. So this one is now going to have a priority of -7. Is that right? Yeah, that one's almost done, so that's fine. I think last time we were also going to send the wall train out here to upgrade or, well, finish building that wall. We do have a lot of stuff to do. Somebody reminded me that we do need to go over here. Yes, I remember that. That's not a worry. We will get there. This is a bit of a worry. If this is connected to this landmass, these biters will come around the corner. So that might be something that's needed sooner rather than later. However, yes, we need to go. I'm going to go back to the base. And then we're going to go to, I guess we can just set it to doing its thing. And hopefully it will go to these various stations. So let's check the priority on these. This one is a priority of 6, it looks like. This one, I think we said was -7. Yes, okay. And this one is -3. So we are getting a little bit of a priority on these things. Maybe we should change it to divided by 5 instead of 10. That might be better. I think that might be better. I don't want to miss my stop, so I'm just going to watch this until we get there. Oh my god. I'm kind of annoyed. There's a building right across from me that has windows, and the sun is... It's early in the morning, so the sun is reflecting in those windows across the way. Okay, so you know what? Let's change this to divided by 5 instead. So now it's a -28. So I'm just going to shift right click to copy. And then we're just going to paste that. And then check the result on that. So paste, and that ends up being -18. So this is going to be a little bit more granular, I think. And you're going to be -1. Okay, good. And then you are going to be -37. Aha. So this one has everything it needs, basically. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So the more stuff it has, the lower priority it is. So this one is going to be the highest at -1? I don't know. What was that? I don't know if we had any positive ones at all. I don't know. But anyway, let's see how that works. It's already off on doing its thing. So now we can go and make the array for making some refined concrete as well as the structures, the elevated rails. Okay, we already have concrete by this point, or do we? Do we? We do. Aha. Okay, so yes, this is concrete. Should be right there. It is right there. How nice. Oh, and it's getting dark again, I think. All right. Also, let me figure out how to make night vision glasses, because between me not being able to see anything, do I have them? I bet I didn't research them. No. All right, well, it's easily fixed, I hope. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're right here. We'll just do those zappity quick. So, refined concrete is going to need water, which is good. Okay. All right, let's see how to make night vision. Oh, I can barely see the icons. So I need steel and circuits. So I'm going to turn off trash and make these. Here's circuits. I completely forgot about night vision, to be honest, because I don't like it very much. They made it better. Oh, God. Ah! Okay, let me just put in these walls there. Come on. Why can I not pick anything up? Crap. Okay, this is going to go to 0 right now because I don't need it. So that's circuits. Let's get steel. For some reason, my fingers are very uncoordinated today. I apologize. So 1 night vision. Then we turn on the trash. And does that pop itself in? No. Where did it go? Oh, it just took a while. Okay. No problem. Let's take out a laser, put in the night vision, and actually I'll take out all the lasers until we're ready to go into combat again and put in with personal robo parts. Is this night vision? Really? Seriously? Wow. Oh my God. Holy fuzzy cats. That really deserves the holy fuzzy cats right there, man. This is nice. Oh God. I remember the days when it used to be green. And then they made it brown and gray. And now it's daytime, man. I don't even know what to say about this other than thank you, devs. This is fantastic. Okay, I can deal with this. Night vision is no longer a problem. Fan-damn-tastic. Okay, so let's get this sorted out here. Let's connect that. Okay, so we're making this. We need more we need more stuff. Okay, so we can't do this. We need to do this. Oops. Also, if you are very curious about my health condition, I have just posted a brand new post on Patreon about what's going on and stuff. So check that out. Do we do this? I think we can do this. But we're going to need some more stuff. We're going to need the steel and sticks coming in here. Now, what was it? Steel and sticks? Yeah, steel and sticks. So we make a stick maker here. And you output over there, please. Okay. Wait, is that the wrong way? There it is. Okay. So sticks. Dude, that's weird. Ah, that's why. Okay. Okay. Yes. You can make those max length if you want. Okay, you go here. Now, we need to make sure that we're on the correct side of this belt to put the steel on. So the steel needs to be on the top side of this belt. So that's going to be... Oh, I didn't even need to do that. Okay, it's fine. No worries. Now, correct direction here on these. And then always pull from the leftmost or the side that you're already pulling from, right? So we need to put this on this side of the belt like this. So now we have steel on one side and sticks on the other. Very important that you pay attention to those things. Now, the other thing that we can do here is we put... it's going to make them 10 at a time, hence the stack inserters, or what are they called? Bulk inserters now. So now we have refined concrete, which I think we can put into a box here. And the easiest, I think what we can do with this is just do like a little, I don't know, fill up kind of box. Something like this. You can put items onto the ground and they'll just stay one item onto the ground. Let's do about that many. And then I want to do some assemblies for stuff. And those are going to be the rail constructions, the rail ramps, and the rail other ramps. So skip and go away. And I want to get a requester chest in here for rails. So let's get a blue chest. What's that? Coal. I don't need that on my thing anymore. There we go. Okay, you go there. And then we can have a box here to put stuff in. Okay, so what does this want? It wants rails and steel. Steel it can get from the belt. And you want just steel. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, good. And power pole, good. And I'm going to have them put into this chest. Actually, they can look at the network. So we want to say connect to logistics network and find, okay, this is the rail supports on the right. If it's less than say 100, then put it into the box. We'll copy that to this one, change the item, and do the same thing. So they can share a box, no problem. Yeah, and is this in the zone? It is not in the zone. We learned that lesson last time. Apparently there were people screaming at the screen, and I have to say, scream louder. I didn't hear you, so get going on that. Or comment. I might hear your comments if you make them. You never can tell. All right, we also need these things, of course, which I forgot. So there we go. Hooray. Excellent. Very, very good. So yay, this is good. So now we're making these things and we're going to be able to... Where are they taking them? So confused. Are they coming to me? Oh, I thought they were dropping them here and I'm like, what is going on here? It's just because I was standing right above it. Anyway, so this is good. We're making stuff. I do want to address that unfortunate area there. And then I want to go and kill some biters. I mean, I don't actually want to kill biters, but I feel we need to. Oh, look at this. We have a problem. A slight problem. Not a big problem. Just temporary. This is in a construction zone, so this will get fixed. We're getting plenty of copper. This is good. All right. So what I want to do is I want to connect this area here. And we need a train with us. We have one. Good. And I'll show you why in a second. There's a reason for this. So we can go this way. I think that's a good way to do this. Yep. Okay. So let's see. We can make this into a T-junction here. So let's find the T-junction thingy. There we go. Let's just delete this bit. Bring this up and say go. Okay, very good, very good. And then copy the I was going to say the end, but it's not. Copy a bit without a curve on it. That would be better. Then the bots can just make this like this. We do need to leave a little bit of lead up space for the ramp. Did I get a ramp? That is a good question. I hope I did. Do I have ramps? I have no ramps. Oh, really? Why? Why are you thwarting me, game? I was so excited to get like a ramp, you know? Just excited. I also can't see anything. Barely see this loading zone on the screen here. Come on. I should make another thing here. Remove this. That doesn't even need to be there. I probably should remove those from the blueprint. I'll do it when I get more ability to do things. Where are my thingies? Yo, give. Let's also take this down a bit to like, yeah, 400 is fine right now. We can always take the building train because the building train can hold a bunch of stuff for us. Now, the power poles, I'm noticing I have many, and I really don't want that many. God, I have to keep my head at a particular angle while I'm trying to... Oh, how is this not working? It's supposed to have 100 and I have 150. That is really strange. That is really weird. I wonder why it's not trashing 50 of them. This is very, very strange. That's a malfunction right there. What about regular power poles? They should be on here. Let's see if I mouse over them. They're right there. Oh, did I? Oh, I had these. That's why. That's why I had extras. I see now. All right. And they came back to me. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know why these are not there. Why are we not getting those? Game? Hello? Hello? Game? Hello? Why you not give us the things we want? We're missing track. Oh! That would be why. Yeah, that would be why. These don't need track. I think it's because it's a pillar and you have to add the track to them. Okay, I knew I forgot something in that process. But I don't know where power poles are. We have big mining drills lighting up for some reason. Oh, here they are. Yeah, medium electric poles. They're not called power poles. Silly me. What an idea to call them power poles. I would love to see at the party we did talk about as in I talked to the devs about an idea of having a sort of fuzzy search where if you said furnace versus smelter, both of them would bring up the search words for the furnace smelt, whatever that's called. Same thing with power poles and electric poles and whatever else they're called. So I don't see that implemented at the moment unless I'm missing it somewhere. But that would be a cool thing to see in the game. Did I get any? Yes, I got 2. Well, we need 4 technically. We need 4. We need more refined concrete. Well, it's eating the refined concrete, so what we could do is add a little bit of this. Okay, we cannot. We have to only add speed modules. Yay. Okay, well that will help us. Actually, won't help us because we're not getting enough concrete. That's the main problem here. Can we do some magic? I wonder if this counts as an intermediate. Oh, we have refined concrete. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, well, we now have 2 things of refined concrete. So the regular concrete is actually splitting and going here. Well, I guess, yeah, I think I made this with the intention of... Yeah. Okay, well, actually, you know what? We should have kept that there. And just... God, this is... it's fine. Don't worry. It will be fine. Alright, let's just go with this. And we can place it down here. This is the input. Actually, it doesn't matter what side they go in. Oops. There we go. Just need to make sure that we get the steel and the sticks. Ah, but this is inconveniently done here. We'll be fine. We can do this thing. You can use these as filters, by the way. So if we do output priority left and sticks only, not sure if we've covered this before, but you can end up doing a thing like this, and they can be used to filter a single item out. Come on, let's go. Okay, so there we go. Now we can get stuff going. And this one already got its stuff, and we're just going to delete this situation up here. And also we need to make sure that that place down there has all of the other stuff that we need. Like the RoboPort, for example. I really should get belt immunity stuff. Don't want those to crash. You go there. Okay, we can leave the rest. It doesn't really matter. Let's just make sure that this area has a RoboPort, and it does. Hooray! Have we gotten 4 ramps? We have exactly 4 ramps. Let's go. We do need to kill those biters, so that's really on my mind at the moment. Also, oh man, I was gonna look at some ship design real quick as well. Maybe we do that and we kill biters next time. Okay, let's get this train here. And there's a reason we need a train. Here, take this fuel and let's go. So go to the right. And then we can stop here. Get out. So. Oh. Okay, looks like I need to back this train up. Alright, so ramp. Let's just make them even. Okay, and I'm just force placing it. Now the reason we need a train is because you can't walk on elevated rails. It's not a thing. So you kind of have to go on a train. Okay, we can go... I guess we can kind of go straight across. Well, let's keep going. At some point I do want to make a turn. Oops, how did that not work? Thank you. Come on, go forward. Let's go. Now here, I kind of want to make the T-junction here and not in this very congested intersection. So what we want to do is we need to have this come off here and then turn, okay? Probably best here, I would say, because this other area there's a lot of water and I don't have any landfill on me at the moment. Probably should get landfill going on. Oops, that's the wrong way. So we probably should have turned before this. Okay. Is that the right gauge? No. Or yes. It's hard to tell, actually. Hard to tell. 1, 2, 3. No, it's wrong. I guess that goes there. Okay. So we want to get rid of some of this, I think. Go backward. No, wrong way. Come on, thing. Behave yourself. Sure. That's not awkward at all. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh my god. Okay, that's not what I want to do. That is a little bit beyond what I'm capable of accepting as valid rails, man. Okay, this is good. This is better. This is actually better. So then we can go back here to design this thing. So we're basically making a T-junction that is... Actually, let's use the one that is the most... has to have the shortest thingy. Okay. And this will go... So this is the... We need to make this go up. So this needs to curve into here somewhere. Like that. And then also here. I think that's right. Yep. Okay, good, good, good. Sure. Okay, and then this one goes there. Sure. And then this one will go here somehow, magically. You can always back it up a tile if it's too much. So let me just mentally think about this, right? So this is going to go up and there. Yes. And then this one is going there and there. Yes, perfect. So this one goes that way and that way. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Now, the other thing we need to do is probably put signals along this line here on the bridges. Let me just go back. Oh, yeah. Speaking of bridges, on my Patreon post, I did add a little video of me taking the train. And it includes magnificent footage of one of our local rail bridges here in Södertälje, it's a very iconic bridge. It's not your standard bridge because it's colorful. It's kind of cool. So if you want to check that out, Patreon, you can get that Patreon post for as little as $2 a month. 20 crowns if you're in Sweden. Okay, so let's signal this thing. Now remember our rules. We do a chain signal before an intersection and a regular signal after or before a cross. Crossing, not merging, but crossing. And a regular signal after. So this one is crossing. Okay, regular after. This one is crossing here and a regular after. Okay, this is what you kind of want to see on a T intersection is a little star in the middle. It's a little bit, wonky, but it's just the shape of the intersection. And then we can add a couple extras. Anytime you have a merge, I tend to like to have a signal to let the trains do what they do. That one counts for that one. So I think we're good. Okay, so we now have a thing. This is good. We have a new causeway. Ooh. Is it just me or is that brighter? I think elevated rails are brighter gray. I never noticed that. That's cool. All right. I guess we can go down here perhaps as well to fix that rail thing up. And build a more efficient thing. But actually we might save that for next time because we're running out of time here. I do want to show you this ship thing first. We have enough time for that, I think. All right, let's get out of the train. Let's go to our platform, the Borg platform. Now, one thing I kind of went a little bit overboard on is the guns, because they actually have too much range. So when you're building a ship, it doesn't mean anything if you kill stuff way out here, because your arms are never going to be able to reach stuff way out here. So in general, you want to kill stuff within a range that you can either pick it up or that's not too far, because otherwise you're just wasting ammo. That's all you're doing is wasting ammo. However, now that I'm looking at our ship, it's so compact that I think I don't necessarily want to move any of these guns. We could potentially move this one here. Maybe. I don't know if it's worth it because we already have these that are already this length out. But that is a thing to consider. I was going to remove, if we had a gun here, I would have removed it completely because we don't need it. This thing gives us plenty of range, and we can kill those asteroids faster than they can kill our ship, basically. So anyway, that was a thing to think about. We're going to finish the others in the next episode. As always, huge thank you to all of my patrons. Do check out the link below if you want to become a patron, and I really, really appreciate that, especially having been ill as I am. Your support literally means the world to me. It's literally my life. So I'm very, very grateful. And yeah. Also, if you agree with what I said in the beginning of the video, I heartily encourage you to send a nice, friendly message on Discord to the Factorio team or post on the Factorio forums. You can link back to the video if you want. But yeah, let your voice be heard. If you want to be able to skip stations, if you want that functionality back, I highly encourage you to tell the devs, because they do listen to us as avid players of the game. They love us, and maybe we can encourage them to change that. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.